Johnson.
Hi.
You spoke in Monaco about how intensity was sort of something you felt the team were lacking. I guess, what do you do to try and ensure that doesn't happen again? Do you know sort of mental issues, is it preparation? What do you do?
After looking the game back, I still agree that we lack some intensity in some spells. I think it's the first game where I've really seen that. I think the rest of the other games, I think we all through enough minutes playing with good enough intensity. I think I rather would word it like I think too many times in the game we are out of sync, off diff, for whatever reason. So when we either wanted to defend well in the middle pressure, sometimes we were a little bit too open. High pressure, we were not organized well enough, quick enough. And I think in phase 1, phase 2, too many times we're a little bit out of sync in our structure. And all that make us not look perfect and make the players had to run a lot of hard yards. And that can also add to the look of us not playing with intensity.
Is it a concern, I guess, that maybe that comes so early?
Say again, sorry?
Is it a concern that that came like very early in a run of busy fixtures rather than sort of further down the line? You've now got 2 sort of very intense away games coming up.
I'm convinced that we will play with top intensity against Everton. Convinced, and also convinced we'll perform well. I think we could perform very competitive. Are we completely free floating and all that? I think that can be maybe not, but I'm convinced the competitive performance will be there, because we need to look into the small structural change and make sure that I help the team with make sure we are in sync enough in the different phases.
And just one on Romero. How big a miss is he, obviously defensively, but also sort of on the ball, and how much that impacts the team's ability to
I think Coachy is a top central defender in every aspect, as a leader, as a defender, and as a playmaker is maybe a big word, but as a player that helps the team building from the back.
Pochettino's style of football, everyone remembers.
Second, sorry?
Pochettino's style of football, everyone remembers as being brilliant, but he also kind of married up kind of physicality and strength, certainly in the sort of couple of years when they did that. Is that sort of what you want, kind of long term? You want to be playing good football, but you also want to marry it up with strength and physicality and aggression?
I want to play with high intensity and big aggressivity, and in the Premier League you need physicality. So you need to have a certain level of physicality in the team. If you don't have that, you have no chance. If you look at the 3 big boys right now, look at Liverpool, Arsenal, and City. All of them are unbelievable physicality. And then you of course need some players that can make the difference. And I need to set up the structure that makes sure we play free-flowing football as much as possible.
Just to finish on Brennan Johnson, you spoke to Monaco about kind of, he's going to get his games and why he's not played as much lately. I think what's striking in the last 2 games, he's not had loads of minutes, but he's had chances in both of those games. Is that coincidence, or is that more his movement and he just kind of gets in the right areas for those chances?
I think that one of Brennan's big strengths is the ability to arrive in the right areas, and that's a key strength, and the ability to score goals is quite good. And I agree. I think also it was positive when he came on the pitch. I think he arrived. He had the biggest chance we had. He arrived to good areas. He also, I think, worked hard in recovery runs and these bits he needs to do. So yeah, that is his key strength.